Oh, here we go. Another episode of Put on the List. With me this week, as always, Francisco. What's up?
Yo, I'm right here, man. What do we got this week?
Dude, we have so many trailers. Like, we probably spend like 20 minutes talking about the trailer. But dude, there's so many awesome trailers. I'm excited to talk to you about these trailers. Like, I don't think there's a loser amongst them. There's so much going on. News, not too much. A little strikes still kind of happening. But we get into some stuff. Mostly, we kind of debate the whole price hikes on like Hulu and Netflix and Apple all happening at the same time. They got to chill, man. If we're going to talk about that, me and you, how much is too much?
Shit is getting expensive.
Right. We review a lot. We try to power through some of these because we have a lot to talk about. And we show our new stuff. And then we wrap it up with a really fun and dark double feature.
Super dark. All right, man. Sounds great. Let's start the show. All right, man. We're starting with some trailers. You excited?
Wow. You're not even asking me how my week was?
Oh, yeah. I guess we can.
You?
It's just a lot of trailers, bro. And like, I'm curious because I was watching the trailers and I was going, I was like, man, there's a lot of goddamn trailers. I wonder if Andres watched these motherfuckers. Yeah. So how was your week? Let's take it back.
Yeah, we're good. Let's just go to the trailers now, you jerk.
Yeah, let's do it because there's a lot of good stuff.
Here we go.
All right. First up, we got small time director. I don't know if you heard of him. His name is David Fincher. You heard of him? Anyways, he's got a new movie called The Killer, starring Fassbender. Eric Fassbender?
Michael.
What's his name? Michael Fassbender.
Is.
Yeah. But anyways, dude, I was like, I don't know, the first, whoever did the first trailer, I'm not gonna say he needs to be shot, but
okay.
There was no oversight committee. Or like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. And now I'm like, it's two different movies. Like from the first trailer to this.
Okay.
Yeah, like, and bro, like, which movie are we gonna get? I'm more excited for this one, for the second trailer. So I'm ready, dude.
Gonna be that. You know what's funny? I skipped this trailer because I was already in. And I'm like, visually, I just want to be like even more impressed and surprised. I'm just like, dude, I'm in.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Well, let me tell you, like the first trailer, I was like, oh, this looks like a quirky kind of like dark comedy-ish kind of like, maybe there'll be like some sort of like, you know, positive or like trying to find the finer notes and like something funny about life. I don't know. What? That was the first trailer. Okay. The first trailer. That's what I got from the first trailer. It was going to be quirky.
Okay.
This trailer, bro, there's nothing happy going on in this fucking trailer.
Let me ask a question. Are you familiar with David Fincher as a director?
I am. That's what I'm saying. Like the first trailer. Did you not hear my first comments about the fucking person needs to get shot?
Did you not watch fucking 7? Holy Jesus.
And you were just going along with it. You were like, I think hopefully fucking Paddington shows up.
I didn't get any of that fucking quirky, happy bullshit from, I don't know, whatever trailer you thought you watched. Anyways.
You don't even watch them. But anyways, go ahead.
Anyways, I don't give a fuck. I'm watching this. And I hope, and you're going to watch it too. And we're going to talk about it. I think next week.
Yeah, November 10th.
Like in a week. Yeah, we're going to talk about next week.
Netflix. Yeah.
All right. We're both in Netflix.
Less than 5 days away.
Yeah. All right. What else is next?
All right, man. Moving on. Dude. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Bro, I love these movies.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Like this.
Yeah.
This
who's directing this? I didn't even see who's directing this.
Wes Ball. He directed Maze Runner films, which were actually not too bad at all. They look good. This film kind of, I don't want to say came out of nowhere. I heard about they were working on it a while ago because it's like a Fox film, but Disney owns Fox now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they going to bury it or what's the deal? I'll just say this film looks like legit. I was
Yeah,
like, what
no,
the
yeah,
shit? Like they're
yeah. It
not
looks,
skipping a beat. Like the quality is like
yeah,
right there. I'm like,
yeah,
dude. And like the other ones, like first one was good. Second one was fantastic. The third one
yeah,
I'm a little 50-50 on. I think the direction was kind of but it was
yeah,
still looked gorgeous. And
yeah,
this looks like a bigger than all of them. You know what I mean? You have like the
yeah.
clans of apes all starting wars with each other. I'm like enslaving human. Like, dude, they went full fucking full
Planet of
circle.
the Apes.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
hardcore.
yeah.
What are your
I'm
thoughts?
excited. No, yeah, same thing. Like the first one was, it was cool. It opened up the world and stuff. And yeah, the second one, hands down, masterpiece. And then third one, it was good to me. It was still good. I was just like, oh, I keep wanting more. You know what I'm saying? So,
I felt like it was good
I'm
enough.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
It
but how do
was
you follow the second one? The second one was so good. I'm like, oh man,
yeah, yeah. I don't like when you say good enough because I think of old dads. I'm like, you said old dads was good enough.
it was good enough as long as you love Bill Burr. And oh wow, all right, that's fine.
It's good enough to dump it in the trash.
Hey, whatever
So,
works, man. Some of us
but
are Bill Burr fans. All right,
I'm
I
a
guess
Bill Burr fan.
some of us have more
I,
anger. How about that than others?
yeah, true, true. But yeah, anyways, this looks dope, man. I can't wait. And to meet all the new characters and stuff like that, or
Mm-hmm.
see who's related or descendant of who,
Mm-hmm.
and see what happens and stuff. But I'm excited, man, and to see if I recognize some of the voice actors because there's gonna be a lot of talking apes now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
What?
we'll see.
All right, moving on.
All right, next up, Godzilla -1, U.S. release date December 1st, including IMAX. It's right around the corner. All right, man. Just finished watching the trailer for Godzilla -1.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts, brother?
that shit looks awesome. It looks like a classic Godzilla film,
Yeah.
shot in a classic Godzilla way, done in native Japanese language.
Mm-hmm.
Visually, it looks awesome. You got all these people just running, scared, and the
Mm-hmm.
buildings falling, and the
Mm-hmm.
military look like an old school, like at fleet at sea, just like blasting away and getting fucking thrown like nothing. And dude, this movie
Yeah.
looks awesome. Like if you like classic Godzilla, this is like a modern retelling of a classic Godzilla film, like just done
Yeah.
really, really well.
No, it looks really cool. I'm just curious, like what's going, like, because they're still making obviously Monarch, and like it's just like, is it saturating the market? Is it tied together? I
I
don't know. I don't know.
love to know that because this is a bold move. It's like having three Superman films out at the same time. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, there's a TV show Godzilla that's attached to the whole Monarch universe and the Godzilla versus Kong, and the next Godzilla
yeah.
versus Kong comes out I think March of next year. But now we got this Godzilla film in the theaters like within like a week or two of the actual show on Apple coming out when they're not related. Like, what is
Yeah.
that? But
That's the only thing. But other than that, it looks awesome. The like special effects, like the fucking his Godzilla's fucking thing charging up in the back,
that was
like
so cool.
lighting up.
I think
I
this
was
looks
like, oh, that looks
classic.
cool.
Check out the trailer, people. I mean, check it out. I don't know. This might be something we kind of need. This looks just fun. I think if you watch
Yeah,
this, you're not going to get confused this versus the other Godzilla films because like their Godzilla films are very like let's shoot
yeah.
them with space lasers and shit. Like none of that's happening here. It's just like let's run. You know
Grab
what I
your
mean?
kids,
Because
and let's bounce.
yeah, because the other film has like we have a fucking subway that goes to the other side of the planet. And I'm like, what? All right, like this they don't have none of that. They just get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
don't be in tall buildings.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man, go on vacation in the fucking wilderness for a couple months. We'll call you.
yeah.
Looks awesome. That's all I have to say. That's
Next,
December 8th.
yeah, December 8th.
All right.
December 1st in theaters. Actually, the next movie that we're going to talk about, Miyazaki's Boy
Ooh,
and the Heron,
yes.
animated film
Yes.
by famed Japanese anime artist director Miyazaki.
One of your favorites.
I fucking love it, bro. I love this. I'm so excited for this.
So I did not watch the trailer, unfortunately. I totally forgot this one too. But
Mm,
I know this is one. This is yours. As a huge Miyazaki fan, what are you feeling?
yeah, yeah. And, I'm excited, man. I'm excited that this is gonna be the first one that will premiere. Or actually, no, this is one I watched Ponyo in the movie theater too when it first came out, and now this one's gonna be the second one. But um, man, I'm excited to watch these movies. I just love these movies. They're so whimsical and like inspirational and like it just and they're weird but in a good way and like it looks amazing. I wish more people were into them. I mean, there's plenty of people into them, but like different artistically because some of it's hand drawn and some of it's done with computers and stuff. But it's really amazing to look at.
That's fucking cool, man. I'm excited for you. I assume you're excited.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna try to take the kids to watch this. And
Very
like
cool.
Zenaida is borderline.
Yeah,
because this might be like because there's some of his movies that are definitely for kids that are kid friendly, and some of them that are like they're like on the fence, and some of them are like no, thank you. This one looks like it's on the fence because it's got some samurai stuff in it, some arrows. The last one that had arrows in it, that guy shot an arrow and decapitated some guy with the arrow. So I don't know.
it's a hell of an arrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the guy's arm was poisoned by pure evil. So
how dare he?
So it was just like powered up, you know what I'm saying? So
makes sense. Cool.
Yeah.
I know it's your guy. I'll probably check this one out too.
All right, man. Moving on. We got a little weird movie. I don't know. It's called Manodrome, starring Adrian Brody and Jesse Eisenberg.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little, you know what? I got a little Fight Clubby.
100% Fight Club.
You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, oh, but they kind of went for it because there's some like pop, 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 some gun violence and stuff. I don't know, culty, Fight Clubby. You know, that's what I got. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's full on Fight Club vibes where these guys are joining like, I don't feel like a man, so I'm going to join a cult that's going to teach me how to be a man. Turns out being a man means we have to get these like tattoos and what are those called? When you're branding, we have to get branded, and then we have to go out and cause chaos and fight people and work out like all the time. And get roided out because I think that's part of the thing. And then bad things happen. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you made it sound worse than I did.
We mean unhappy.
You were really cynical right there,
dude. This does not look like a happy film. This looks like a very like this is not going to end well for like 90% of the characters in this film.
But like you already like I'm out. Are you going to watch it?
I'm interested. This looks like a really interesting thing because there's the whole topic of like modern men feeling demasculated now because like I'm the provider and like the cultures and things have shifted in the last like 50 years and sometimes guys have a harder time getting a job. Sometimes women make more than you. And if your whole thing in life is I'm the guy, I'm the provider, and then like that gets taken out from underneath you. And then you're like, what's my place in the world? Oh, my place is to go to the mall and start fights because I don't feel like a man anymore. I'm like, okay, this is what this movie is. This movie is for you.
I thought he was joining the club to try to make money, not to like feel more manly.
No, I thought it was because he doesn't. That's why I called Manodrome, because he doesn't feel like a man or some shit. I don't know. I'm a little curious. It's a little unclear, but all I know is it's Fight Clubby and bad shit's gonna happen. And I mean, Adrian Brody's always good, so we'll see what he does.
Yeah, you're right. All right, next up, did you watch the trailer for Echo series on Disney Plus?
I did.
I gotta say, this shit looks badass.
I was like, this looks like some Daredevil shit. Like,
there's
one shot in there where someone grabs a gun and puts it next to someone's head real quick, and they show someone getting shot in the head point blank. I'm like, that's in the trailer?
Yeah, me too. I'm like, these sneaky fucks, I think they're trying to fuck us, bro. I don't trust them. I think they're like
when they put that shit on Disney when it airs, it's gonna be like none of those things are gonna be there, or they're gonna have like bubbles.
They're like, what happened to that shit? Dude, I'm telling you, they're not gonna do that, man. They're gonna change the color palette and everything.
I think they announced that this is gonna be the first TVMA series for Disney Plus, so that this might be the bridge. that helps bridge Daredevil in to
Mhm.
his whole series if they were finished filming and rewriting, and that shit comes out in the next couple of years. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, if this is the direction they're kind of going with this thing, I'm like,
Yeah.
good on you. Finally,
Yeah.
just go for it. Go for it.
5 episodes only.
Hey, that.
Hey,
I'd
they're
rather
all
have
good,
5.
right?
Yeah, I'd rather have that than 10 fucking halfway ones.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
pointing fingers, but you know who you are.
I just hope that they're not trying to bamboozle us. You know what I'm saying? With here, like, give us the old reach around, be like, oh, we gotcha.
I don't think that's how it works, but all right.
Like, they just want the clicks. We clicked
Sure.
on, and they're like, oh, we got so many people watching. I'm like,
buy some
all right.
t-shirts. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it looks fucking cool. And this is coming out. All the episodes drop on the same day, January 10th.
Yeah.
So they're going for
And
it.
D'Onofrio looks cool as hell still, man. I'm like, he's really cool as a Kingpin. So,
And I like how the main actress is like Native American, and this whole
Mhm.
story looks like it's
yeah,
her going back to her reservation and dealing with a bunch of crazy shit. Like so it looks like grounded properly. They're not like,
it gives it like a certain gradiness to it.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't feel overly pandered to. It just feels like right. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't. It looks cool. I went from like zero interest to like, yep. This is gonna be like a first week watch. I'm like, do we get the fucking violence or not?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
All right,
moving
on.
Okay, moving on. On FX/Hulu, Shogun miniseries. It's a timepiece, a set piece set in samurai era Japan. Starring, like, I recognize like 2 or 3 guys from all the other samurai shit that we watch.
Bullet Train.
Yeah. Looks cool.
John Wick 4.
Yeah. Looks like they spent some money. The production value is there.
A lot of money. Like the costumes and the sets and the battles and the effects. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm gonna watch this just because I think it looks visually beautiful. Like the designs.
Yeah.
And then some of those shots of like some like I don't know if they're assassins or they're just everyday badasses doing some shit. I'm like, did you see that? Like,
yeah,
like they're gone.
When they were showing like some of the battleground stuff, and I was like, the guys with the banners and shit, like they guess, like, I don't know if I want to, like, are they more safe or less safe? Like, like, is it like a target? Or is it like does it hinder you from fighting?
Dude, when there's like 10,000 when there's 10,000 arrows flying in the air, it's all the same. You're all fucked.
Damn, bro. Like, yeah, I guess. But I was wondering, I'm like, do I have a better chance of surviving if I carry that shit? Like, do they ask for volunteers? Who's gonna be a banner guy? Those were the thoughts I was having.
They have like a gentleman agreement, like we're not gonna shoot your banner guys if you don't shoot ours.
Maybe because like at some point there was like in the war treaties or whatever, you're not supposed to shoot direct cross. Yeah,
which I'm pretty sure in most of these they're like, hey, look at that target. Not to name
that guy's gonna save him. Shoot that guy.
Yeah. There's a lot of, let's just currently say there's nothing but war rules being broken as we speak right now on the other side of the planet. So
yeah,
like, it is terrible. But yes. So yeah, but this movie, the Shogun, as a trailer, they spent a lot of money and it looks awesome, and I'm totally in. This is definitely on the list.
Yeah,
February. And this is going to tie in as Blue Eyed Samurai, which I'm going to talk about during our review.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Last one.
All right, last one. Olivia Colman stars in Dirty Little Letters or something like that.
Wicked Little Letters?
Something like that.
Yeah, this came out of nowhere. I'm like, what's this?
I think it's dirty because they got dirty mouths.
I thought it was Wicked. I don't know. Either way. What were your thoughts?
Looks funny. You're right. It is Wicked Little Letters.
Wicked Little Letters.
Yeah, it looks funny. I liked it because British people cussing, full cussing, not that
like in the early 1900s. It's not like modern.
Yeah.
It's like you're supposed to be like super proper.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny.
So like you'll say a word and the police are like, you know what I mean? That's when you're fucking saying something and the cops are like, their ears are ringing. You're like, that something got said.
Yeah, and I think it all like I guess it goes hand in hand with the whole, when the guy made fun of like, oh, a woman police. He's like, oh, you see pigs flying? I'm like, damn, bro. Like you can't say that shit. But but it looks funny overall.
I'm
curious to see what the I guess the plot of the movie or like the story. I guess it was a little like some chick is cheating on somebody, I think, and
I don't understand the plot. I'll tell you right now, except that
good. I'm not the only one.
Dirty letters or not dirty, but I mean insulting letters are being anonymously written and sent to people, and people are freaking out.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out who's writing these bad letters, and then that digs into like the dirt of the town. And Olivia Colman and
Jesse
Buckley, who's always fantastic. They're gonna kind of go at it as like enemies, but maybe friends at the end, and just be like, Olivia Colman plays it straight and learning how to like curse and watch it because she is fucking hilarious when she wants to be. So this movie, I had no idea. I think this is gonna be a total surprise, and it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, I had no idea either. So definitely gonna check it out. March 2024.
I think it's gonna be good for a lot of laughs.
Yeah, that'd be funny if they have like a crazy, just like a cuss out event. Like just like shut the fuck back and forth.
Dude, they're totally.
It seems like they're a duel or something for cussing.
I think it's gonna go. I think they're gonna turn this thing to 11 with those two.
Yeah, looks good. All right. That's it, man. We're done with trailers. Jesus.
You doing all right? I'm doing all right. We need to take a break.
That was a lot of trailers, man. But man, there was some really cool shit in there. Excited.
They're all working.
And I was like, I thought we weren't gonna have anything to watch. They're so full of shit, bro.
We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like all the strikes. We don't have anything. Like you guys are full of shit.
They have other stuff in their back pocket too. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the news.
News and tidbits. Yeah, man.
We both too quick.
Yeah, we both liked the Ninja Turtles movie, and of course, at the end they teased Shredder, so they asked the director about it, and I guess they're still trying to figure it out. I'm like, then why'd you show us Shredder? Why are you figuring it out?
I like the fact that they left it open ended, and I like the fact that it was not the traditional story of Shredder's the bad guy hiring all these people. He just so far they're looking like Shredder's like he's like some kind of like a mercenary that they're bringing him in to like take care of some shit. And what else is there to figure out?
Yeah, let's get to it. Chop chop.
But
the movie's really dope.
I'm gonna watch whatever it is because the first one on Paramount was awesome. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, definitely cool. All right, next up, really quick, Mr. Sheridan won't stop typing. The Duttonverse continues. 2 more shows.
One is just like a continuation of Yellowstone because they have to end Yellowstone because the whole Kevin Costner thing.
Yeah.
It's just a continuation of Yellowstone. They're just giving it a different title. Like, was it 2024 or something like that?
Yeah.
So, that's really all it kind of is. But the other one is like a World War II era set story.
Yeah. Well, they're all the Dutton family. So, so they're all tied in, basically. The Yellowstone too. Yeah. Even 1923. Yeah. They're all Duttons. So, but yeah, man, it's so funny. They're like, I like these numbers. Keep it simple, man. 1883, 1923, 1944. I like the numbers. I'm surprised nobody did this before. Right?
It should just be like Dutton's 2024. Dutton's 1880. I don't know.
But I like that it's 2024. I like that it's just fucking numbers. It's just plain simple. Boom. You know what you're getting.
You got there.
Click on it.
He owns it. Yeah, it's gonna be. You know what you're getting into. And it's gonna be fun, cool. Probably at worst, it's gonna be like good. At best, it's gonna be like awesome. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, the new show started. You can watch 1 episode now, I think, or 2.
Oh, we gotta watch that.
Oh, the Bass Reeves show.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much to watch. All right.
Yeah, definitely too much.
So here we go. Apple, HBO, Hulu, Disney, I think Paramount, they're all up in their prices by like $5 to $10 a month. Times like 5, that's like an extra $50 a month now. if you're getting into all of these streamers, yeah. And that's just those. There's other ones too on top of that. People got ESPN, some people got the full packages, some people got there's so much. And now they're increasing the prices like everyone at the same time. It's not like they're giving you more content. And HBO is like taking stuff away. They're like, they'll keep the price, but you're going to add commercials in 2K instead of 4K. So if you want the good stuff, you got to pay even more. So they're totally throttling you. And how much is too much is my curiosity. Like, are people going to be pulling out like spreadsheets and running the numbers? I'm like, dude, this is just cable all over again. And the whole purpose behind this was to get rid of that system. And now we're right back in there. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man, I'm going to have to get like a fucking calendar and be like, this month, I'm only getting this one. This month, I'm going to get like, I'm going to look at the release schedules and be like, oh, this is going to be a good month to have HBO. Yeah. So I'm going to have HBO this month. Yeah. Or this is a good month to have Netflix, you know? I don't know, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. There's no way that I'm a cord cutter. I cut the cord like probably like
for you way forever
ago. 8 years ago, and I was so happy with my decision.
Yeah.
Like I saved so much money, you know?
Yeah.
And like now it's like, man, I'm starting to feel like I signed up for a bundle. I'm like, I didn't sign up for a bundle. What's going on? But yeah, man, it's like I hated paying like $150 for cable and or $100 or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? But now it's, you know, pretty soon we're gonna start making some tough decisions.
Sports packages, throwing those in there.
Like, I know
it's really getting up there. I think me and you were have to start coordinating because I've been saying for a while I'm gonna dump like 2 or 3 of my services, or at least put them on pause, and then if I time it right, I can get back into something, binge it, and get out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think I can easily get rid of like Apple. Haven't been doing a lot on Apple lately, too much. You know, like oh my god, I gotta watch this. Like nothing that can't wait another month or two. But Apple's one of the more. That's like $10, and I think honestly it was like $7. Now it's $10. It's still a fucking pretty damn awesome value. Versus like HBO is trying to charge like 20 plus. I think Netflix is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And who was it? I think Hulu was trying to do like, what are you doing? Like you don't have that much. So it's like, dude.
Well, then Disney just bought Hulu out completely.
Yes. So they're going to bundle everything. And they're probably going to increase the price again.
Yeah, I think in a few months they're going to have a Hulu tab on Disney Plus.
So it's going to get weird.
Yeah.
But yes. So for you, how much is too much? Like, do you have like
do I have a set number? No, I don't have a set number. I'm more like, I'm feeling it out where like the cool thing, I guess, is like it's not all at once, where like you can like space it out a different week or whatever. But man, I have no problem just like boom, I'm out. You know, the only one that like sometimes like I get stuff from Amazon, so that's the only reason I still have Prime. Yeah. Really, because if I didn't buy stuff from Amazon, I probably wouldn't.
They'd be lower.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my 2 favorites are, oh man, I don't know. HBO to me is my favorite one.
And there's so much.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. But once it gets to like, and right now I'm paying like $15.99 right now, I think. And then, but they're not going to, no more 4K. And it's going to be like, if I want 4K, I think it's going to be $19.99. So I'm like, damn, do I want 4K that much? I have to see if I can tell the difference.
It's good test.
Which I probably will. But like, you know, some TVs enhance a little bit, you know, so
at the same time, see. Not to like ruin anything, but so many shows, films, all that shit, nothing was finished in above 2K. So it's all just being like stretched. So you're not really getting a true like 4K experience. They're just kind of like stretching the image and hoping you don't notice that it's not really 4K image that you're looking at, because that's a whole complicated thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start running the numbers in the next week or two just to see what's going on here. This is a lot.
Yeah, especially like the people that have cable and this. I'm like, dude,
yeah, you got.
I'll be stressed out. I'll be like, oh my, I'm stressed out. Why do we have both? Woo. Oof, oof, oof. Tough times. I can't wait till Hulu gets. I think I would get rid of Hulu first, honestly,
I think so too.
because
It's
because I think like a WWE stuff is gonna go to Peacock directly. So that's like one of the main things I watch on Hulu is like Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and I think that's all going back to the other channel.
All right.
And anyways,
There you go. Let's move on.
All right. Here we go. What we watched.
Dude, I think we're going to do some power what we watched because we are deep into this episode. All right. First one. This is a good one.
Yeah. Look at that. Great British Baking Show, episode number 6. What do you think?
I think we're about to get into some spoilers.
Let's do it.
All right. Because there's no way we can talk about the show anymore without spoilers. And the timer is set. All right, listeners, fast forward 5 minutes for our whiny ass takes on Great British Bake Off episode 6.
Yeah.
All right. Spoiler away. What did you think about this episode? What was it? Floral week? Botanical week?
Weird premise, right? Weird topic or whatever.
It's a little loose.
Yeah, a little loose. Botanicals, okay. But and like the spice buns, I'm like, they call it spice buns, and I'm like, they're just sweet buns, they're just cinnamon rolls, and like I just, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was like weird. I'm thinking of like spice buns where like fucking cayenne pepper or some shit, and no, like that's not what it was.
Nutmeg, dude. Nutmeg and raisins.
Yeah.
I'm like,
spice
what?
Buns, yeah. Oh, that's spice. But I gotta say, one thing that stood out the most to me that I guess affected me, or like I'm like, that girl Chrissy, I like her, but she's gotta stop crying, dude. Because like she cried the first week, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But bro, every time something goes wrong, you're gonna cry. I can't do it. I can't handle that. Like I'm not gonna, like, come on, dude.
Not just that.
Get your shit together.
Not just that. I was like, is she mugging for the cameras? Because she cried the last week. And what happened last week? Star Baker.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like you it's fine. Okay, you'll probably be okay.
Yeah.
She fucking cried again this week. I'm like, again? And I'm like, after you just learned last week, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it happened again. I'm like, is this?
Did you feel the same way? Like, it's a little bit like, and I was like, it wasn't even that bad, I don't think.
No,
I was like,
I was like, 80% of the angle is fine. Just put some fucking whipped cream on top. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I thought her cake wasn't even, it looked kind of cool, but it was not there. Like that shit was not going to win. So I'm like, what are you whining about exactly?
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's just me. I don't have.
And I'm also surprised about Dan, like the last cake. Mm-hmm. I was like, what the fuck? Is he making a swamp? Is fucking swamp thing coming out of that shit? I was like, and they didn't give him that much shit for it. He wasn't in the bottom 3. No. Saku, my girl Saku, I thought was gone. And I'm like, I don't know. Like Dan was in the bottom for me. And like, I think that girl, I probably, if I'm being not biased, I probably would have sent Saku home. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
her, yeah, totally. I was like, is this the week? This might be the week because her showing was weak. Like she was.
She said, "Oh, you won't see my face no more," and I'm like, "Dang." She's so funny.
And I'm like, I told Christina, like, oh, he's gonna be so happy she's lived to fight another week, but next week is her week. Like at this rate, there's no way.
Yeah, but I mean, the other guy, that young guy was fucking up too.
Maddie did bad.
Yeah, so I mean. So Maddie and Dan, I don't know what's up with him, man. It's like hit and miss. I'm like, he just fucking drives off the cliff. I'm like, what did you think about his fucking Swamp Thing cake?
I liked the fact that it had a lot of components. Like he had some shoe pastry and he had like a little tree and a little pool thing. Other people didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying?
That fucking guy had every shade of green on that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, can you pick a different fucking color? Everything's like fucking shit green, diarrhea green. He had all kinds of fucking nasty greens on there. I'm like, damn, bro.
At the same time, his level of effort that he put in was like 10 times more than
he was sweating his ass off.
half the other people. So that's my thing is like, dude, the amount of effort he put in versus other people put like literally a fucking flower on. Like they're like, there you go on top of it. Like, that's it. This is a fucking showstopper. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think right now it's just going to be Christy, Tasha, and probably Josh are the top 3 right now, I would say.
Yeah. I'm surprised Tasha wasn't like, I thought I think I would have nudged her over Josh for Star Baker. But
she came that was a tough one. But can you choose someone who comes like almost dead last in the technical for Star Baker? You know what I mean?
Sure, you can. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess Josh just barely edged it, but good for them.
Do you know what the next episode is?
I do not.
Oh, me either. I wanted you to spoil it for me.
Mm-mm.
Let's get out of spoilers, bro.
All right. What do we got next?
All right, Loki, season 2, episode 5. Only one episode left. I gotta say that this one, without spoiling it,
yes, was
hit and miss.
Okay, I haven't told you. I watched 3 episodes this morning, and I started the 4th one. So I'm trying to do my sprint to catch up to you. So
did you like the first 3?
I did. They're
really fun, did. Right?
I loved the fact that they were focused. They just stayed focused on a problem and they kept working towards it and in a fun way. Like, I gotta tell you, man, seeing Owen Wilson just be Owen Wilson and fun in this episode, like, he's just super enjoyable. Like, super
like Wedding Crashers, right?
Yeah.
It's just like the Owen Wilson without no boobs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, like he's just like making up shit and just vibing and stuff. You're like, yeah, man, that's cool.
You know what's funny is his character. I was relaying, like, he's in Marvel, right? But he doesn't like do anything special at all. He's just kind of there. He doesn't have any powers or abilities or knowledge. He's just kind of there, and it works because he's like, but I like having Owen Wilson there. So I'm like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Really enjoyable. Like, the designs, everything was like A+. Like, they're fantastic. I'll get his name wrong. Obi. Fantastic. They didn't overdo him. They sprinkled him in as needed, and he always brought that good fucking energy. It was just, and I love how they brought in like a ton of the cast. Like, everyone has like, they expanded it, and everyone has a part, and they're playing it. And it's not just Loki running around like moping and being lost and whatever. It's like everyone has their part, and they're all working towards a thing, a goal. And I thought it was really cool. And then the Victor Timely thing was really interesting. I'm like, that's a cool idea. I want to see where it goes because I have a lot of questions too. But yeah, I want to talk to you about it hopefully next week. But he's been solid. I'm glad you're digging it. Sorry, I guess episode 5 is a little hit and miss.
Yeah, it was just like, I mean, when you watch it, we can talk about it and stuff. I don't want to give anything away, but it was just like, come on, man. Oh, suckles. But there's still like another episode left, so it's gonna be. I'm like curious to see where if finally all the cards land. You know,
I'm curious too because I mean this whole timeline thing. I'm kind of like I'm getting a little tired of the fucking branches and the universes, and it's like it's so open ended. It's kind of like, what does it matter? Like I want to spoil. We'll spoil some stuff next week. Hopefully, I get to watch it. Because there's a couple things, they casually drop a couple lines in there. I'm like, that's fucking terrible what they just said. Like, you can't just casually drop that in. Anyways, but let's move on.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Southpark had a special on Paramount Plus. It's called The Pandaverse. All right, man. I watched it.
Yeah.
Fucking Southpark being Southpark, man. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's funny, but sometimes I'm like, man, I shouldn't be laughing at that shit. And then sometimes I'm like, maybe I've outgrown it. I don't know. That's my general feeling. Like, it's funny and I get what they're making fun of, but sometimes I didn't feel completely comfortable laughing. at everything.
Sure. I haven't watched South Park in like a long time, probably like a couple of
Me
years, like
either.
regularly. Um, I've watched a couple here and there. I'm like, it's still they weren't as good, the newer episodes. So I'm like, I'm kind of like, But then this came out and people were talking. I'm like, all right. There's a couple parts I was laughing my ass off. There's
Hmm.
other parts. It felt like this episode it was supposed to be like a special, but it still felt like
Yeah.
10 minutes too long. It
Yeah.
felt like it was taking a while to get to what they were trying to
Hmm.
say.
Hmm.
Some things lingered too long on certain jokes that were like, okay, I get it, move on. Um, I enjoyed it overall, but and I get what they're trying to say. I feel like they should have turned it up to like 11 if they're gonna really try to say something. Like I feel like they didn't quite get there. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like they kind of touched on stuff and they could have gone much further to make a point.
Yeah. Well, if they would have been more clear, or like, what is the point you're trying to make?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this stuff is happening, or like some of these things are prevalent in society or whatever. But like, what are you? What's the takeaway that we're supposed to take
Hmm.
from this? You know,
Hmm.
and that's why some of it was a little bit like you say. It took a while to get to the point.
Hmm.
That's why I'm like, oh, they kept making the same joke for. I'm like, I get it. Okay, I get it. And it's like, but where's the aha moment? Like, that's what it was, and
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I feel like that came up a little short. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like, it's funny because there's some of them was like older ones that are new. Like, I think did you see the one with the dad and like he's like, why does everybody keep calling me Karen?
Yeah.
Do you see
I
that
saw
one?
most of it. Yeah.
That was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And they explained it to him, and he's like, and then he was still going. I'm
Yeah.
like, all
Yeah.
right. So that
Go
was a
talk to your
funny episode.
manager.
Yeah. And but like this one was a little bit like, I don't know if it was like completely being steered in the same direction or like to an end point.
Yeah. And the streaming wars one was funnier. I'll say that
Yeah.
much. But this one, it was good enough. I thought it was gonna be more controversial or something. I'm like, okay, I guess I get it. But
Yeah.
yeah, decent enough. All right, let's move on.
All right, man. Looks like you watched something.
Yeah, we watched Paint Hustlers on Netflix. Chris Evans, Emily Blunt,
Mm-hmm.
Andy Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, this film got like a 20 something on Rotten Tomatoes. It's better than that. It's not like a great film. It's not like super funny. It's not super but engaging. Like you're not like
Mm-hmm.
super into it, but it's more than enjoyable. And it kind of breaks down like the pain medication game in Florida, because Florida has a lot of lax laws that get taken advantage of every year. The opioid crisis, I think, started in Florida. And this kind of gets into some of that and all the dirty, crazy tactics, legal and illegal. And it kind of goes into it, telling a story from the point of a mother who needs to make money, Emily Blunt. And she starts working with these guys, and things just kind of start snowballing and going out of control from there. Chris Evans, great in this role, funny. Like you're like he gets his dirty Boston kind of like he's more of a Knives Out character than the Captain America character. So it's kind of really funny to watch him in this scene. Um, and they don't overuse him. Like no, everyone's like just just the right amount, and it's a lot of fun to watch it. And it's not like a great film, but I'd put it like at a 70 on Rotten Tomatoes, something like that. Like it's plenty good enough, and it's not like a heavy film. It's got a lot of style to it. Um, if you got some time to kill and not sure what to watch, it's worth watching. Pain Hustlers on Netflix.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to watch it when it came out or when I saw the trailer and stuff. Just haven't had a chance to.
I think you
Quick
would dig it.
question.
Yeah.
Is it old dad's good enough or like
Ooh.
because that one got killed too on Rotten Tomatoes and you
Yeah.
like that one. So like
No.
what do you get? If this is a 70
This is way better.
and old dad's is what?
I'd call it like a solid 50 as long as you like Bill Burr. If you don't like Bill Burr, it's probably closer to like a 20.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
All right. That's it.
I think you'll like this film. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's kind of hard for me not to like anything Emily Blunt in, to be honest.
She's always good. Andy Garcia is also really good in this film. Even
Oh,
in
is
what's her
he?
name?
He didn't sleepwalk through this one?
No, he was pretty good in this one. Um, all right, what else we got?
All right, next up we got a little movie that I was surprised that I remember reading about it, and it just popped up on Hulu,
Yeah,
and
we watched the trailer for this.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, it's, and we put it on, and the first 5-10 minutes are really good or good, and then there was a little like 20-minute like lull. But I gotta say that there was a certain point in the movie, it was like, man, I was laughing my ass off.
Oh,
And
good.
so the second half of the movie was pretty good, and then it ended up surprisingly, it ended up having like a um touching moment, endearing moment.
Okay.
So it was good, man. I think Sandra Oh and Aquafina did a great job acting.
Yeah, I want to see them together.
And
The trailer looked great.
yeah, and then like Sandra Oh was a lot to take in at moments. Like
Mm-hmm.
she was doing a lot, like to be that character or knowing, always the thirst for attention type character. And it gets to be like, oh man, I get that's what she's supposed to be doing, but like she was trying to be like still every frame, and it was like it was getting a little bit like this. She's getting annoying, but other than that, man, like I said, the second half of the film was hilarious. There's a couple times I was like laughing. There was like I was watching it with my kid,
Yeah.
and there was some medication involved.
Okay. Oh, I remember that from the trailer.
Oh yeah, okay, good. So, and I was like laughing my ass off, and he's like, "Why is that so funny?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." I was like,
She's a good actress.
yeah, she took too much medicine. I don't know what the side effects of that could be, but
It's like
but,
Charlie Day and what's that when they're trying to kill their bosses, bad bosses, and he accidentally steals his boss's stash,
yeah,
and Charlie Day is all like, ah, I feel like doing push-ups. You want to do push-ups? Just some push-ups right now. That's just
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
Anyways,
exactly.
yes, I know what you're talking
So,
about.
anyway, the Quiz Lady was a good watch. I recommend it.
Cool. It looked good.
Yeah, I like it. There was a little like 20-30 minutes in there that were like, come on, let's keep the more story moving and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. We still have Hulu for now. All
For
right.
now.
Last one. We watched a little something last night on Netflix,
Yeah.
and we were gushing about this. Watch the trailer, but you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking
The
about
trailer looks amazing.
Blue Eyed Samurai,
Uh-huh.
bro, bro.
Really?
Holy shit!
Dang.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Um, I don't know what else to say, man. Like this is the total package of packages as you
man.
wanted for a samurai animated show. Like it goes all over the place. Like they pack
Yeah.
so much story into the first episode. You meet so many characters, all these locations, and you understand who's who, what's what.
Yeah.
And the animation's gorgeous. The art direction's gorgeous. The lighting, everything. It's like woof. I'll say this: it's not for the kids, which is a good thing. Like I don't know if you've
Not
seen like
even for a borderline 17-year-old.
Ooh, how do you feel about animated nudity?
Oh.
How do you feel
I
about
don't want to watch it with them, I
how do you
guess.
feel about that those scenes happening in a brothel?
All you gotta say is Ninja Scroll. And I'm like, is it like Ninja Scroll? Remember when the demon is like, remember, I don't want to describe it. You remember
Not quite that
Ninja
level.
Scroll?
Not quite that
Oh,
level. But this
okay.
one, but it's there's like there you go.
Definitely
Brothels,
adultish.
brothels. Um, but man, it's
Okay.
so good. And
Thanks for the heads up.
there was one thing in there that took me out, and I even asked Christina. She even watching. She's like, "We got to watch the rest of this shit now." I'm like, "Damn, we're digging this."
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a happy one, but it's so well done. Um,
Uh,
and on top of that, how do I say this? There's one mic needle drop that kind of almost took me out of it, and I want to see what you thought of this thing when you watch it.
mm,
You're gonna watch it. You're gonna probably watch all of them this week. So
yeah,
that's all I got to say. Blue Eyed Samurai on Netflix. Holy crap! This might be
that's
like
awesome.
on rotation kind of thing. We'll see how they can land the plane after the first episode. There's still like 7 more episodes left.
Is it a weekly thing or is it all
I
there?
think they're all there right now.
Dang.
But here we go. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's my glowing endorsement.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
Like your face, I was like, it's making me want to, just put that shit on right now.
Yeah. Pretty dope. All right.
Cool beans. All right. Moving on. Due to the list.
Yes, sir.
Boom. We got new stuff. All right. We talked about it a little bit earlier with the trailer, the final trailer. The Killer.
Yeah.
Netflix, November 10th.
Yeah.
Sweet. Can't wait.
About a day or two after this episode comes out.
Yeah.
I think
for all men. Yeah, we're definitely. A side question: when is the Killers of Flower Moon going on Apple? Do you remember?
From what I understand, it has not been officially announced. I keep seeing the ads on Apple, and it keeps saying like "go to movie" or "go in theaters now." I'm like, when can I just click and watch it? So I have not. It's not been determined. I heard it was like November-ish, so it might be the end of November.
We'll see. I hope it's sooner than the end of November.
It's going to be Thanksgiving, so you can sit and let your food digest for 4 hours while you sit and watch the fucking film.
Wow. All right, man. All right, then. We got For All Mankind season 4. I'm excited. I have to finish season 3, but I love this show.
Let me know what you think about season 3. I'm very curious. I have not watched it, but yes.
I just like the show. Like, I don't know if people out there have started it, but it's kind of like it's a take on the space program on NASA, but it definitely deviates. It goes into more fiction than nonfiction.
Alternate reality.
Yeah.
Certain events turned out differently. And like, what do the following 5 decades of space exploration look like?
Yeah.
And I've seen a ton of it, and it's very cool. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
They spend some money.
Yeah. Where do you stand on Joel Kinnaman?
He can be he goes project to project. Sometimes he's just kind of there. Yeah. Sometimes he like does a great job.
Yeah.
Like, he was great in that he plays like an assassin's daughter or a father. Hannah, I think the Hannah TV show. I think he was the dad for a little bit in that show.
Yeah.
Really good in that. Other things, like I think he was RoboCop, and I just watched a little bit. It was weird.
But was that him or the movie? I think that was the movie.
Maybe. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
He's done some.
He was really good in The Killing. Did you ever watch The Killing? That was good. There's old TV show on AMC.
Wasn't he Rick Flag?
Yeah, Rick Flag. Yeah,
I thought it was really good in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and he was. There was this one movie with Liam Neeson. It's called Run All Night, and I thought he was really good there too.
I think that dude, if you give him good material, very good. But yeah.
All right. Just curious.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Indiana Jones gets a documentary film December 1st.
Yeah, it's the same date. They are releasing. What's the last movie? What the hell is it called? Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny. Have you seen it yet?
Have not, because I'm waiting to fucking watch it on Disney for free or included. And because you could get some mixed reviews, so I'm like, this sounds like more of a click kind of thing, not a give my credit card kind of thing. So that's December 1st. They announced it, so that's like in 3 weeks, a bit over 3 weeks. It's going to come out. And at the same time, they're releasing like a 2-hour, I think, documentary on like the making of Indiana Jones and Harrison Ford. Like, there's like a shit ton of like behind the scenes footage of him like as a kid. You know, like when I say that, he was probably in his 30s, but you know, filming all these things and being interviewed for him. And man, he's funny, man. Harrison Ford does not get enough credit for being funny because he's very serious, like in front of like serious cameras. But when he's just there messing around, he's totally funny. So you get to see all this old school footage of like the making of these things, and they're showing him through like the last 50 years or something of Indiana Jones. I don't know. I can't do the math on that. 40 years. So that's a documentary coming out on Disney. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm excited for that. And then one more thing coming out soon. I didn't even realize it was coming out, is Julia season 2 on HBO. It's a Julia Child show. I think you would dig it, dude, because it's it's all about cooking and like cooking on this TV show and people telling you no, but kind of just going for it and doing your thing and starting to
Is
like
it Meryl Streep?
no, that's the movie. This
Oh.
is a TV show starring completely different people. And it gets much further into like the cast of characters around her and like her history and her relationship with her parents. And it goes into a lot of stuff. And it's super enjoyable. Like it's like a nice palate cleanser. I'm trying to remember. We used to watch something kind of unhappy but good. We'd watch this afterwards to like cleanse our palate to go to like a happier place. It's kind of like British Bake Off style palate cleansing. You're like, that's nice. Like she's making duck l'orange. You know what I mean? Shit like that. It's pretty damn enjoyable.
That's cool.
But yeah, season 2 coming up. So check out the first season. And
awesome.
I'm excited. It's just a good, wholesome palate cleanser.
Cool beans. All right. Now it's time for our world famous double feature. All right. And we're going to do this right on the spot. We are going to do a David Fincher double feature just because his new film is coming out. All right.
You can go first.
I can go first. All right.
Like, I mean, there's only like three in my head that are like.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I'm going to surprise you.
Good.
Because I'm not going to pick one that.
Good ones?
Well, no, they're all good, bro. Like he doesn't have like horrible ones, except for Alien 3. You know
I wouldn't blame him
but,
though for that. I think there's a lot of studio interference.
Yeah, I remember watching that in the theater and being like, "What? But anyways, I'm gonna pick The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Ooh, I have not seen that.
You haven't seen that?
I've seen the original. I've seen the first 2 original Swedish language ones, and they're like, they're really doing it. I was like, okay.
I wish they would have done more because I watched the originals too, and I really David Fincher just looks nicer. You know what I'm saying? It just looks like fucking clean, like the camera sits where it needs to sit, and like everything inside looks like that's the way it's supposed to look. And
that shit is not a happy one though.
It's not.
It's not a happy one.
No, this is the universe telling you to, get on it, get on that dark horse called David Fincher movies.
Man, yeah, but he's kind of like a master, like in a lot of ways. Like the dude has total like control of the story he wants to tell and the image on screen, especially. Like, damn.
Yeah. Okay, man. So I picked. You're wide open, bro. I'm throwing you alley-oop, and you gotta grab it and just like tomahawk dunk that shit.
Okay, not 7 because that's just too
obvious. And not the other one either. Don't do that one either.
Okay, I won't do that.
Pick something else. You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go for one that's a little different.
There we go. Come on, bring it home.
I think it's a film that he doesn't get enough credit for. Is The Game. The Game.
I love The Game.
Is wild. Like there's definitely some story points you can debate towards the end and be like, this kind of makes no sense, but don't fucking overthink it. The Game is wild. Like just when you think you know what's going on, how things are doing, you're like, oh, what I do, like, what the fuck? They just layer thing and just layer and layer it, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then to the very end, you're like, oh shit. Get The Game, man. I think The Game's underrated. I remember I was so excited to watch that in the theater when they came out because of David Fincher.
Yeah.
I'm like, David Fincher's next film is like, I'm in. And we went to watch that shit, and towards the end, you're like, fuck. You're like, that movie's nuts. It's gorgeous. There's a crazy kid. There's like cameos from actors that you totally know who have like no lines, and you're like, that guy.
I wonder how long Michael Douglas was in the trunk for that movie. Because you know how they say that they make him. He does like 100 takes of everything.
How long was he in Mexico just hanging out? Oh man!
How many times did he have to say like, "Where am I?"
that movie's got levels. They shoot in San Francisco and they use the city like really, really well.
Yeah,
he likes to shoot up here. I think he shot Zodiac up here. So yeah, looks
that's good.
The movie's just awesome. Oh, here's my fun fact. Here's a weird fun fact. we
All
had to go
right.
meet some folks one time at this place for like
Uh-huh.
lunch. And it was like this old school, half museum, half garden kind of historical place. And you can kind of like walk
Mm-hmm.
around and see the place. And at one point, we're kind of like touring around. We go to like the historical kitchen. And I'm like in the kitchen, like looking around. I'm like, this looks so familiar. And I was like, no fucking way. And I think I walked outside and I Googled it or something. I'm like, yep, they shot the game in this kitchen. So
Oh,
they
wow.
shot like part of the scenes from that film in this like historical house that's just
Yeah.
randomly in this part of like this gardeny thing. And I was like, what the
Mm-hmm.
shit? And there's something about the design of that kitchen that just stuck with me. And when I was standing in the middle of this random kitchen, like fucking 15 years later, like, this is the fucking game kitchen. That's how fucking, I can't remember people's names and shit, or faces, but if I see a kitchen from a movie from David Fincher, like 15, I'm like, hey,
Hey.
kind of shit is this? And yeah, I was like, I was the only one. I was like, oh my God. Like, everyone else looked at me like I'm a fucking idiot, which I usually am. So I can't argue that one, but holy shit, that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Maybe I'll take you there someday.
Can't wait.
You'll be like, great, it's a kitchen and there's some flowers outside. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're such a nice asshole.
Here.
You're such a nice asshole.
All right. I think we're good.
I think we did it.
The game and the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I'm proud of us for not picking the easy ones.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
I was like, what's David Fincher's happy film? I'm going to go with the game.
Yeah. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo's not happy at all.
No. All right. Let's get out of this.
Oh, man. All right. Since we're done talking about some crazy shit, let's I think that's our show, buddy.
I hope so.
We did it again. Thanks for listening, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments or recommendations. Are we missing something out there you like? Let us know. I'm Francisco.
And I'm Andres.
Have a great week. 2 nerds, 1 pod. Vámonos. Let's go. Put it on the list.